When we do the YouTube video, Rigel's going to help me with making the movie, and you're going to do some voice work on that too.
Writing is typically a solitary affair, but in the case of Saskatoon author Jefferson Smith's book Squeak, it's become more of a family business. He was inspired to begin writing it 22 years ago, shortly after his first daughter Brinnamede was born. While taking her to meet family in BC, he suddenly found he wasn't getting to spend any time with her.
I decided to spend some time with the future Brinna. And so I squirreled myself away in my grandfather's office, and I started writing a story. And I was looking for a story that, I could share with her, but that I would enjoy too.
It's a good thing he enjoyed it. The story would become a fixture as 3 more daughters followed.
Very good.
In the interim, he became a successful author of young adult works. But it wasn't until he found someone who could bring his artistic vision to the page that he decided to publish Squeak.
I said, I want unusual camera angles. I want you to put the camera in unusual places and sort of tell the story from the little girl's point of view as much as you can and get those unusual perspectives. And she just blew me away with what she came back with.
Even though Cody Chung was able to make the story come to life visually, it still took 4 years to arrive at the finished product. Now that it has been published, Smith has begun looking for other ways to get the story out, including an audiobook version starring his youngest daughter, Taina.
Princesses were quite common where she lived, but Brinnamede was different. Do you know why?
She's going to do the narration for the audiobook, if we can get a clean recording. And that's an ongoing project to capture enough audio in her voice before she gets bored, and then we have to take a couple of days off.
A video project in support of the book is also in development. And who is helping design the storyboards? Middle daughter Rigel, who is in media school at Evan Hardy Collegiate. Somewhat surprisingly, after more than 2 decades spent telling the story, Smith says he hasn't gotten tired of it, and neither has the child who inspired it.
Brinna has taken a very personal sense of ownership in the story. It's really part of her life. And she commented to me once that it's almost like Squeak is the 5th daughter. It's almost like another sister in the family. And, that's all I need is another girl in the house.
Smith says that despite the family nature of the project, there has been occasional jealousy from his other daughters that Brinnamede features so prominently in his work. He staved off one conflict by naming his youngest after another character he created, Taina.
As a result, now she has not just a book, but a whole series of books about her. So now 2 of the 4 daughters have books about them, and the other 2 are, I'm getting a little bit more back talk from them about where's my story, where's my book. But I figure I've got a long career ahead of me and plenty more stories to come.
For Go, I'm Simon Hyatt.